Hey, this is your girl Tosh Alexander, and you're tuned into Media Spotlight UK.
What up, baby? It's Munya Chawawa here with my spirit animal,
Yes.
Tosh Alexander. This shirt is basically what the inside of my soul looks like.
Oh, I love
so I'm
that.
so glad you picked it.
Oh yes, of
And
course.
can I just say as well, new Bob is looking amazing.
Oh,
Because you got it done especially for
yes,
today, didn't you?
so you did your
I noticed.
research, Munya.
Well, still the Instagram story, but it's the same thing, isn't it? Have you ever had a bad haircut?
Absolutely. I think it was around 5 years ago. I did a set and did a horrible weave job. I couldn't get it out properly, so I was just cutting. And when
Just
it was
hacking.
done, Lord, it was all kinds of terrible. So I had to
God.
like do a low cut, like almost like yours.
Why didn't? Wait, so hang on. Your hair was so bad that it ended up looking like mine.
Yeah, I had to take it off.
Yeah, but I don't like the fact that you're saying that my hair is what your hair looks like after a bad
If
day.
it's you, because you're a guy, me, I need my hair. So when I had to cut it off, I was devastated.
Oh my God. Well, look, now you've bounced back.
I know.
And you're here with the new single Bubbling as well, which is amazing because you've also got the Hot Girl remix as well.
Yes.
Pulling in Trillery Banks, I see, on the little remix.
Yes.
So let's really break it down because you were on Mr. Jam's show yesterday.
I absolutely
And
was.
you were talking, and he was kind of referring to the track as, really a breaking point for you. Mm-hmm. This is really kind of bursting onto the scene for many people. I mean, some will know about your previous music.
Right.
But let's take it right back for you. So you've got a real fusion because you've kind of bounced between Jamaica and the USA as well.
Yes.
I know it's something you talk about quite a lot, but you've also mentioned that gives you an edge.
Yes.
So why do you think that it gives you an edge being from two as opposed to just one?
You can have an edge coming from one place, but I do realize that my story is different. I was raised in both places for a very long time where it has influenced me. And for a while, I felt like it was working against me because I wasn't any one thing. It's always easier for people to categorize you and market you and label you when you're just one thing. And I felt like this is counting against me. And I've learned to embrace it.
Yeah.
I've had to because I can't change how I deliver a song. I can't change how I choose to write or sing. Those things are innate, and it's influenced from living in two very different places. I lived in the States, but I lived in Florida, and I live in New York. New York has such a heavy culture. There's no way you can be there and not be inspired. And it's as far as reggae and dancehall music, it's in the fabric. It's embedded into the fabric of that culture. So it gives me an edge because I'm able to experiment with different sounds but do it well.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's not forced. It's literally natural to me. So that's why I call it an edge, and that's why I've embraced it.
I like that. And it's very true as well. Can you tell me about an experience you had in New York in particular? Because I feel like it's just so crazy there. It's so crazy. Can you tell me an experience that actually impacted you musically?
Anytime I've ever felt like I am great at anything, I can go to New York and be humbled in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
As I was explaining earlier, the energy and the creativity in New York is unmatched. I remember at the time when I was signed to an independent label, they said, we're going to take you to a workshop. And there you'll meet other people who are artists and who has a passion. And in that moment, they're young, so it's being curtailed and nurtured. You'd have a good time. Went there, and as I stepped into the halls, it was somewhere like on 42nd in the city. And as I went in there, you could feel the energy that I've never felt anything like it before.
What did it feel like?
Amazing. It felt like I was home. You saw people coming in off the train, big jackets with their ballerina slippers in their hand. You see some people putting on their dance clothes, like they're ready to dance. And what it was this building that was just filled with different rooms for different people and their artistry. And I got put into a room with all these different singers, dancers, and there was a vocal coach who just played the piano. And it was just a regurgitation of just throwing out notes and being inspired by the next one. And in that moment, I saw what unity in music and the power of music, because everyone in that room looked different. We're all from different places. Some of us coming from work. Some of us, this is what we do day to day. Some of them are they left their home and this is like their one chance. And we were all in there and no one was intimidated by the next person doing their talent. We were just all singing, harmonizing, excited for that person when they got, oh my gosh, I get chills talking about it right now. In that moment, I was like, no, regardless of how hard this is, because New York was a hard time for me.
Okay. How so?
Because it's New York. It's the hustle and bustle is real. To get from here in a regular pace to there is 15 minutes. In New York, it could take you 2 hours. It was cold. I don't like the cold. You know, my family wasn't there. My parents weren't there.
Yeah.
You know, this is me leaving college and trying to say, I'm going to chase this dream. And it wasn't what I expected it to be. TV makes it look so glamorous. In that moment, I realized how glamorous it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, so, but in that moment, I realized I need to do this because I have no way of explaining that feeling. It was completely euphoric. And that's when I was like, wow, I'm doing this.
So you had like your eureka moment where you just felt that this is the calling.
Oh, no, amazing. Yes.
So you mentioned, well, there's a few phrases you mentioned. You mentioned one chance and also I have to do it. When you're at college then, talk to me about the friends, the people. Did people know you did music? Because actually there's a story that you told which was really interesting about this guy who heard about you and was like, okay, when you turn 13, come and audition for me.
Yes.
You turn 13, you go back. He's like, okay, when you turn 14, turn 14, come back. Very persistent. So can you talk to me about you as like a 13, 14-year-old girl? Where was your ambition then musically?
Okay, so you see, when you're fresh from Jamaica and growing up, you watch the Monikas, the Brandys, the Aaliyahs. For me, I watched them and I was like, I'm going to be one of them. And I didn't know how. You don't know how you're going to do these things, but the vision was always there. Then I moved to the States and a random guy who I see day to day because he's in all my classes, he happens to hear me sing and he goes, oh, my daddy's a producer. What's a producer? I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, well, he's putting together a girl group. What made it more in sync is the cousin who I moved to the States who I lived with. That's his best friend's father as well. Those guys were brothers. I had no idea. So he even said to me, yes, they're looking for a female singer. This is me at 14. I'm excited. I actually audition. They love me. A regular 14-year-old is not leaving school right after to go run around the complex because you have to build your breathing.
Yeah.
A regular 14-year-old is not saying, I'm going to go to rehearsals and spend the whole day there, do my homework there, and do this every single day. A regular 14-year-old is not doing that, but in my head, I'm thinking, it's gonna happen. This is my one chance.
do it.
And in my head, I'm like, this is what the Michael Jacksons had to do. This is what the Britney Spears had to do. You know, this is what the Rihannas had to do. So I don't know. That's all I really saw. That's how I knew how serious it was to me because I was willing to give up everything.
Yeah. And so, you know, when you're like a kid, obviously, you're still super young. When you get rejection and you're that young, it hurts a lot more because you see that as the end of the line.
Yeah.
Did you have anything like that in those kind of moments where you were doing these auditions and you were getting contacted by producers and yet you were so inexperienced? Did you face rejection even then?
I faced rejection even now. That's what music has done, or the pursuit of music, not music itself, but even that girl group, it didn't work out because when they were sending them away to New York, they said, oh, we wanted more of a Spanish-looking group. So I didn't really make the cut.
I mean, that's a weird thing, isn't it? Like, just be more Spanish looking.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
Yeah. So obviously, I'm not going to make the cut. But then, for whatever reason, in my mind, it must have been my faith. But I realized that, so clearly I wasn't cut out for this because I can't change what this looks like. And I can sing, though.
Yeah.
I just needed to find out how I was going to do it. So my brother at the time was still very encouraging. I'm going to get this thing called Pro Tools, and I'm going to learn how to record you. We called it Hotbox Studios. We used the back of the house, the back room that was hot.
Hotbox Studios.
Very
okay, that's
hot.
why it was called Hotbox Studios.
Yes,
I was gonna
very
say.
hot. There's no AC, but we're making it work.
I like
you
that.
know, I always had people around me that they kept on reminding me that what you have is special. Even moments where I didn't believe. And it still happens to this day. And I tell people all the time, the biggest stars who you see on TV, they still doubt themselves. You know, it's very important to have people around you when you feel like giving up or you say, you know what, that rejection could be true. They say, oh, no. you know, that door was just, it wasn't meant for you to open. That wasn't your door. And so
Yes,
I had to
so
learn
true.
that early.
Speaking of doors, I know you've got to correct me if this is incorrect. So there's a video of you online where you go back to your old, you know, back where you grew up, I think. Is that correct? Yeah.
Absolutely.
And there's only 5 comments under the video, but one of them says that you were once an elementary school teacher. Is that true?
Oh my gosh, is that really a comment?
Yeah.
I haven't even checked it to see. Yes, I was definitely, oh man. Yes, throughout college and even after, I wasn't an elementary school teacher. I was an after-school counselor.
Wow.
So for all, oh gosh, I don't know who did that. They probably called me Miss Tosh.
They knew you.
under
They
the
recognized you.
Yes, because you want to know what? I used to sing to them and I used to tell them, yeah, I'm famous. Oh, and I did a song with Pharrell and Busta and Nicki Minaj. And what happened is, how I even got that gig, I was in the middle of helping them with their homework. And I got the call that said, you need to leave there now. You have to catch a flight at 6
Oh my God.
to come to LA. To
So what
ladies' vocals. Wow. And I was like, guys, I have to go. Miss Tosh loves you, but I'm about to go be famous.
2 + 2 is 4. See you later.
You know, literally that's how it happened. I kid you not.
And that was the last time you saw them.
And then I came back to school like a week later and they were all so excited. They had me signing their homework.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were like, Miss Tosh is famous. We got a famous after school counselor. So, I mean, I haven't seen those kids in years, but, and I haven't checked the comments. So it's so funny you said that, but I was.
And so did the song come out?
Yeah, man, Twerk It. It's a song named Twerk It.
Oh,
Busta
God.
Rhymes featuring Nicki Minaj and Busta Rhymes featuring Nicki Minaj and myself.
And so the kids were almost like invested in your music. They knew.
Oh, they definitely knew, and I had to teach them, like, because their thing was like, you look so different in your videos, or even, and I had to be like, you know, Miss Tosh and the Tosh Alexander. They're two different. One is a person, one is the artist.
Yeah.
But, okay, even then, the innocence in just being excited for someone, like they were always so excited for me. They still send me DMs sometimes, a few of them, and they're like, Miss Tosh, you're still doing it. We're so proud of you. That means a lot to me. I sometimes I'm like, you shouldn't be on social media.
Yeah.
You know? Get off social media. What are you doing listening to my music? But I'm happy that they still remember and that they've still looked into and researched what I'm still doing.
You must have been I know you weren't a teacher as such, but you must have been such a cool teacher, because I like the fact that my teachers, when they used to finish school, would go and do like gardening. You were going to America to do a Twerk It video. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a big contrast.
Yeah, and you want to know what? Those kids always thought I was cooler than I was. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
know,
a belief,
sometimes,
isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes in this industry you get tainted by so much rejection or people telling you you're not this enough or that's enough, that you don't get to see your own light. And so fresh ears, fresh eyes, looking at you thinking that you're so amazing. I may sing a note and I may be off and they think, oh my God, I just got chills. And it's like, they're so dramatic.
Oh my God, I need to be a school teacher. That's what I'm doing after this. Okay, so here's a question for you now. You've obviously got such a massive connection to America, which has brought you so much, even that New York experience we spoke about. Then at the same time, obviously Jamaica is a theme that we see in the new single. Let's assume that there's going to be a moment this year where you really just explode.
Right.
Where do you feel would be where would mean most for you to break first? Because if you break America, artists always say, if you break America, you break the world. But Jamaica maybe feels culturally that's where the style is more from. And so to really nail it and then for them to go, wow, you've really brought it home for us, that's more sentimental. You see what I'm saying? So where do you feel is more important for you to, what would mean more? What
would mean more? Oh, man. You want me to be very honest? It doesn't matter to me where I break. I can't say that it would mean more if it happened from a particular place. Of course, naturally you want where you consider your hometown to accept and love you. Of course. That would mean a lot to me. But for me, I need whoever my music means to the most. Wherever those people are, that's where it needs to happen. You know, I'm not making music for a particular people or a particular genre, and I won't do it because they're my people. I'm doing it for who believes that when they get home from a rough day, they want to listen to some Tosh Alexander because she makes them feel great, or she makes them forget whatever they're going through for those 2-3 minutes the song plays. So I really can't answer that question. Okay? I would just say that I need for my music to break where people will appreciate the Tosh Alexander brand the most.
Where it naturally belongs almost.
Right.
I get you. So, a couple of last ones for you now. The new the music video that's out currently is very interesting because it's basically you doing a load of chores, isn't it? We see you wash it like you're washing at the beginning and then you're cooking at the end. Can you remember as a kid your most hated chore?
To this day, I hate washing the dishes. I will clean the bathroom over washing the dishes. I'm
Really?
serious. I will sweep.
Why hate washing dishes?
I hate washing the dishes. And you know what's crazy? I don't know about you. I don't know if it's just a Caribbean household thing or if it's at every household thing. But my mother used to throw a fit if she came home and saw dishes in the sink. And I'm thinking like it's just 2 or 3. You know, like my father used to wake me up in the mornings and be like, how you leave that 1 cup in the sink? It's
Oh my
1
God.
cup. Are you kidding me right now? I just hate, even to this day, the thought of washing dishes just sick me. As I said, I rather clean the bathroom.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a big claim.
I'm telling you. I with the bathroom, I put on my loud music, whatever mood I'm in. I put on my loud music and I take my time and I scrub and I clean.
Yeah, man. Bathroom is a mental challenge, isn't
Yeah,
it? You have
yeah.
to be in the right frame of mind to
Yeah,
tackle the
but
bathroom.
not the dishes. I hate that chore.
I love the colours. I love the colours in the music video as well.
Thanks. That was intentional.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, are there any Easter eggs? You know, like in movies and stuff. Because I have a feeling that you put a lot of thought into directing it as well.
I do.
Talk to me about Easter eggs. Are there any people or places or things in the video that you're like, okay, my good friends will know exactly what that means, but the average viewer will need to dig a little deeper to find out?
No, for me and the video, first of all, you see my shirt? See how bright?
No, I see that.
Okay. I love bright colors. I love the energy it gives to me. I love when I watch a video, I love how bright colors make me feel. So I need to put out a video that when people watched it, they felt that energy. So those colors were intentional. How bright it was intentional. I told the director, I need for the colors to pop.
I feel you.
And it's also, to me, a representation not just of my personality, but the personality of the Jamaican culture. Right?
Super
So that's why I need the colors to pop. No one has ever seen me wash, including my parents.
Wash as in wash?
Yeah, like you saw me washing the clothes. They
Clothes,
called me an imposter in the video. For me, I wanted to go into a ghetto area and I wanted to get into that mode of the Jamaican woman washing her clothes. I think there's something very magical about it.
Okay, explain.
Yes. Because growing up, that's just what very strong women did. You saw a lady probably taking care of a household on her own or with her family, but she took such pride in washing her clothes, her kids' clothes, her husband's clothes, washing it well because she's prepping them to go take on the week.
Wow.
Whether it's work or school.
It's like a hidden metaphor almost, isn't it?
Oh no, but it's a part of our culture. So for me, I could just stand up in the video and just be sexy in regular clothes. No, I need it to be authentic to the culture.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put in some rollers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Preferably popping.
I would if I had a hair.
Yeah. You put on some rollers. But I'm going to be sexy in it though.
Absolutely.
So,
and
yeah.
apparently in the remix, you actually wash a plate
Oh,
in the
yeah.
remix video.
So,
So they say. Or maybe it's the bathroom, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So last thing before we finish, you mentioned that the video is very integral of Jamaican themes. Speaking of which, at the time of recording, Carnival is this weekend.
Yes.
It is going to be my 4th time. My wine to dancing alone ratio is not very good.
Aww.
So would you give me a tip just to ensure that this time around I come back with a wife?
Okay. You need to be aggressive, but not too aggressive.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Preferably find a song like Hello by Kez or Bubble by Tosh Alexander.
Yeah. Great tune.
When that happens, we are just having a good time at Carnival and we just don't run up and be aggressive. You could just simply walk up.
So
give a little eye contact.
Walk up to them, then say,
Get the
do you
consent.
want to do a tango? Want to waltz?
No, you definitely don't say that.
Tango, okay.
You don't say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not asking. You're taking the moment.
I'm taking
And by
over.
the way, if she doesn't want to, it's okay. Find her friend. Her friends. One friend will go to the next friend. It's Carnival. Everyone's in a good space.
Okay, cool.
Everyone's having a good time.
So if I was going to try on you right now, so imagine we're at Carnival, you're having a little dance, bubbles playing. I come up to you, make eye contact.
Yeah.
And then...
I'd give you like a 15-second wine and then send you on your way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's on camera, everyone, so if it doesn't happen this weekend, boycott the music. It's been Munya Chawawa, Tosh Alexander for Media Spotlight UK. Peace.
Yes.